everybody, welcome back to the Essential Owl. Erin here to cut the soap that I made earlier today using French green clay, a little bit of green mica, and activated charcoal. I've decided to call this one Alter Ego. I don't really know why. It just stands out to me for some reason. It's jumping out at me. This is what I want to be called, so that's what I'm calling it. Let me show you all how this turned out. I think it's really cool. Get this cleared up there. There we go. I think it's really cool. You can see there was a little bit of gelling that happened, so it's darker in the middle, but that's totally fine. Here's the other side. And then, of course, that top. And now that it has dried and lightened up a little bit, the salt does stand out. So that's pretty cool. I really like it. You guys tell me what you think in the comments down below. Now, I mentioned this with Karmic, and I believe I also did this with Karmic, but because this soap has the salts on top, I do want to lay it over on its side like this to cut. And that's because I don't want the wire to drag any of the salt through the soap and give me all kinds of little creases and crevices and really bad scratchy looking texture inside. I don't want to deal with any of that. So that is why I will be cutting it that way. Just tightening up my string here. There we go. If you can't tell just from the video, it is now dark outside. When I filmed the making, it was still light. It's been about 5 to 6 hours. I wanted to make sure that I gave it plenty of time to harden before I cut, because I want to avoid any sort of scuffs or really bad drag marks or anything like that on the inside of the soap. I have not really brushed off the top like I should. Maybe I'll want to do that now. And I know some of this salt is going to fall off. I'm sure you can see it. But some of it will stay there. And that's all I can really ask for. All right. So that's as much as I'm going to do for now. Let's go on and make our first cut. Make sure I'm all lined up even here. Here we go. Let's see. I don't want to press too hard on the top. I don't want to squish the top of the soap. I don't want to squish the salt into it too much. So let's take a look at this first cut. So here is the back side, and then there is the inside. There is a pretty prominent gel ring in this one. It may not be as prominent the further we get into the loaf. Sometimes it's not, sometimes it is, but I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, I like that. And then there's the top with that salt line there. Yeah, I like it. It's almost a little bit slightly camo-y, which is kind of cool. I thought about doing a camo colored or themed soap. Maybe I'll go on and do that soon. Who knows? Okay, so there is one side. And there's the other. There you go. And I'm okay with the green that I ended up with. I wish that I hadn't had to add the little bit of mica that I did to it to get this kind of green. But you guys, I was just really, really unhappy with that weird brown color that I had going on. And I didn't want to leave it like that. But I don't know. Tell me down in the comments below. Do you think I should have left it like that? Because I don't know. Maybe I should have. And this soap is still a little bit soft. Sometimes that happens even with my super extreme water discount. It stays soft for several hours. And then sometimes it's hard as a rock. I don't really know. There's one side. And then the other. Ooh, I like this one. There's the top. I really like this top. Very much. Here's one side. I really like this one too. Get the camera to focus. There we go. There's one side, then the other, and then the top. I don't know why my camera hasn't been wanting to autofocus lately, but it has been really bad about it. And I believe I've mentioned before, but I actually film using my iPhone because I don't have a fancy camera. That is potentially on the to-do list. But when I very first started filming, it was great about autofocusing. But here lately, it seems like I'm having to manually focus on things, and it's getting really annoying to deal with. But, so there is one side, and then the other. The swirl on this one is different than the swirl that I got with Karmic because I used more black to swirl with than I did white in Karmic. But I like it. Just for comparison's sake, let me grab a bar of Karmic and put them side by side. So you can see there's quite a bit more black than there is white in Karmic. So they do look a little bit different, but they also are sort of similar, which I think is cool. But yeah, look at that top. I really like it. But as always, I would love to hear your all's thoughts on this soap. Tell me what you think about it. Oh, I just stabbed that one a little bit. So there's one side and the other and the top. There's one side and the other. I think it's really cool. There's one side. And the other. And the top. Sorry that I'm not extremely talkative for this cut video, but it is pretty late here. I think it's approaching 1 in the morning, and I have to be up relatively early, so I'm a little bit tired. Just a little. Okay. So there's one side, and then the other, the top. See if I can focus really well on that top. And you can kind of see the little grains of salt. They just look like little bumps, but you can really see that line of salt there. And here is the final bar. Ooh, I really like that one. Yeah, I'm not mad at this soap. Even if it didn't turn out exactly the way that I had pictured in my head, that's totally fine because it's very pretty. So that is it. That is all that I have for you all today. I hope you enjoyed the making and cutting of the Alter Ego soap that we made today. If you like these videos, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe so you don't miss any of my uploads. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you think about these soaps, about this channel. Tell me about your day. I just like hearing from you guys. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.